What's good, everybody? Just got done recording that reaction to the Madara Aizen death battle. We're rolling right into Yusuke Urameshi versus Ichigo Kurosaki, Yu Yu Hakusho versus Bleach. Like I said, this is all the same session, so if you saw that video, then you probably remember I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to argue. Okay, so save your breath, save your time. I will start this by saying I've watched all of Bleach. I have watched maybe 3 or 4 episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho. I watched it back during the pandemic. It didn't really grab me like I wanted it to. I was having a hard time paying attention to most shows back then, though. I don't know, Togashi's work just hasn't really, like, hooked me the way that I would like it to, considering how much people love Yu Yu and Hunter x Hunter. Maybe one day I'll give it another shot and it'll work, but as of right now, not so much. So that being said, I don't know a whole lot about Yusuke Urameshi. I'm not here to debate the scaling on him. I'm only going to be focusing on Ichigo, and if they get him right, because they fucked him up bad when they put him up against Naruto, and I want to see if they're going to give him like the Horn of Salvation or the Vessel of Lord or anything like that in this particular fight against Yusuke, and if they're going to scale him correctly. If Yusuke wins because of something that I don't know about, fair play. I don't really care. I just want to see them do right by Ichigo this time. So, all that out of the way, let's get started. And you know what we do? We always skip right to the battle because I don't have all day.
Long has its return been foretold, but now, finally, it is reborn.
The original death battle shirt that once dominated the world. Hell yeah, there's no better way to wear a blood spatter on your chest.
We've restored the original shirt with even better materials, and it's available now on deathbattle.gg. That's our website that's also kind of like a Patreon.
There's a bunch of
Also
the scenes Yugi.
and all right,
My bad.
Are set, and we've
I screwed that one up.
all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle.
I mean, that's, you know, like, that's Blood War Ichigo that I just saw, so hopefully you get some good stuff.
That's a demon.
That's hollow.
No doubt about it. That's a demon.
That's hollow.
No doubt about it.
Interesting.
No doubt about it.
I'm curious about something. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So he doesn't need to leave his body anymore, but he may still choose to do so for convenience and to prevent damage to his physical body. I don't really recall him leaving his body very much after the Fullbring arc. I could be wrong. Like, I don't really think he uses the combat pass very much. I don't know. I could be wrong. Like, again, obviously, I could be wrong. But, sure, I guess he's got his combat pass in his pocket. So okay, so he's got his dual sword kit. This is good. This is proper Ichigo. The red Getsuga. Spirit Gun is pretty much all I know about Yusuke. Damn, he's throwing hands, though. Beating the shit out of him. Ichigo doesn't really have hands, unfortunately. Does Yusuke do that? Does Yusuke shoot you in the tip of the dick? It's a Menos Grande. Shit. Chump Chain is crazy. We're in Waco Mundo.
Little demon energy got you scared.
Yo, does Yusuke have sauce like that? I didn't know. I was not familiar with the game. If he got sauce like that, I might have to watch Yu Yu. Yes, sir.
Damn, why didn't I think of that?
Give in to me, Yusuke. Let's devour him together.
So he's got an inner demon.
Hell no! This is my fight, jackass! You just hold me back!
Cool. I didn't know that. I like inner demons. Obviously, I like JJK, I like Bleach, I like Naruto, I like inner demons. I love that shit. I'm gonna start watching you. That's gonna be my next anime.
This one's a piece of work. Need a hand, partner? Let's do it.
Oh, he and White are gonna work together. That's big. Looks like there's a lot of battle left.
Like old times.
Like old times. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Horn of Salvation! It's not called Tensei Zangetsu anymore, is it? Oh, gosh. Doesn't it have a new name? Oh, it is still called Tensei Zangetsu. Huh. Interesting. I don't know how I let that slip out of my head. Cool.
Is that the best you can do? I can go even faster.
Guys, I promise, Bleach is my favorite anime.
Hell yeah! Bring it on, asshole! I'll kill you even if it kills me! I'm putting it all on the line! You
Oh, shit.
do the same! Screw that!
Shit.
Give me a freaking break. See you
Oh.
on the other side.
KO!
Dang. Okay.
Think the afterlife offers frequent flyer miles?
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this
Does
down
Yusuke
into 4
die
chapters,
often? Is that what that
starting
joke is
with
about?
their abilities.
Yusuke could see Ichigo no problem, and resist auras like Togoro's that are similar to Reiatsu, so Ichigo couldn't cheese a win right away.
Otherwise, Yusuke was outmatched. Sure, the Spirit Gun could potentially match the Getsuga Tensho, and he had stat-boosting forms like the Mizoku. Ichigo, however, had more varied powers, a better healing factor, greater stamina given his months of Dangai training.
And all those swords, he just had way more
That's fair.
abilities to play with.
He did
Likewise,
train for like 4 straight
was a
months.
fairly easy call. Yusuke could react to lightning
But,
early on.
okay, his Dangai training is a little different than your regular training, though. Because it was internal. He was just kind of sitting there while his dad held back the, shit. Because the cleaner was gone. So he just kind of sat there while mentally he fought Zangetsu for months. So I don't know if that counts. I mean, like, image training counts in Dragon Ball, but I don't know if it applies to Bleach. Healing factor, I'll give him that. Though he does die to Ukiura. So.
Mizoku. Ichigo, however, had more varied powers.
He doesn't heal from
A better
everything.
healing factor, greater stamina given his months of Dangai training.
And all those swords, he just had way more abilities
And
to
all,
play
and
with.
all those swords!
Speed
That's
was
the way
a
that was so
fairly
funny.
easy call. Yusuke could react to lightning early on, and
The spirit gun can
obviously
bounce
got
off
much
mirrors,
faster
but has never been described as light, unlike Seros. And exhibits contradictory properties. Likewise, nobody reacts to the speed produced by Musashi's photon sword. So, nobody in UU can move at light speed, it looks like.
Looking at this blast from his clash with Yomi, it erupted upwards at 57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was faster than light from the start, and he's gotten faster too. He couldn't even see Byakuya
Was he faster than light from the start? Hang on, give me a second.
57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was
Are we scaling based on animation frames? Hang on.
faster than
A powerful spiritual light fired by Menos Grande and Arankars. I don't think that that's good enough to say that that's a light speed technique. Because is turning on a light switch in a room the same as the speed of light from the sun to the earth? I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway.
light from the start, and he's gotten faster too. He couldn't
He
even
has.
see Byakuya at first, but blitzed him in the rematch. Plus, he's got
That is true.
tons of training and power-ups since then.
The
That is
Soul
also
King
true.
Shockwave, for example, expanded across the realms at thousands of times light speed, and Ichigo reacted to attacks from Soul King Yuhabak that utilized the same power. So, Ichigo takes speed.
I'll give you
But
that one.
Yusuke's fought plenty
That's a
of
lot
foes
stronger
faster
than
and more varied
the
than him, so
Sero
it's extremely important
feat
to
we're talking
examine
about.
their tactics and ability to adapt mid-fight.
This is kind of both their things. Ichigo has styled on guys with centuries of training and has over a decade of experience as a Shinigami. He's pretty good at figuring out new weapons and styles.
Meanwhile, Yusuke was flexible and quick to adapt, mixing cleverness with exceptional hand-to-hand. He's good enough to match Kabano, who mastered every martial art. Ichigo's decent at hand-to-hand, but it's not his
Ichigo's
go-to
martial
in
arts
the
are comparable to his friend Tatsuki, who performed well in a national competition with a broken arm. However, this level of skill would not compare to characters like Rondo, and Kabano, whom Yusuke has fought. Yeah, like I said, Ichigo doesn't really have hands like Naruto and Luffy do.
way.
So, both had their strong suits, with advantages on each side. It's fair to call this one a draw.
Leaving only the
Okay.
biggest winning factor, which could have superseded all other advantages: power.
Between Sensui, Genkai, and Enma, Yusuke could definitely destroy the planet. Examining his sky-splitting clash with Yomi and measuring its scale, that's about 4 quadrillion megatons of TNT, which is
that means-
crazy.
Similarly, mid-series Ichigo could shake Huecomundo, tear
Not only did... Damn it! I react way too slowly.
Similarly, mid-series
Not only did this tremendous power shake the vast land of Huecomundo, but it also reached the beings lurking in the depths. Hellverse novelization? Isn't that a non-canon film though? Yeah. So that's again, it's not what I would use to scale Ichigo. I'm sure that there's something in the material written by Kubo that supports this.
Ichigo could shake Huecomundo, tear through hell, and block attacks that could destroy the Soul Society. But at his peak, he beat Yuhabak, who could destroy several realms, which is far more impressive than just one.
To be fair, Yusuke also beat Yakumo, who could threaten 2 realms at the same time. Pretty close to Yuhabak's threatening 3.
And Yusuke far surpassed Yakumo afterward. The gap between him and Sensui
That also assumes that the realms that we're looking at in Bleach and in Yu Yu are similar in size and scale. But, you know.
So there could be an argument for Yusuke's power surpassing Ichigo if 3 realms was truly Ichigo's limit.
Fortunately for Ichigo, it's not. Yuhabak was also gonna destroy the Gargantuan.
Okay, yeah, the exact size of Bleach's realms is unclear, but likely larger than the realms of the Yakumo threatened. Ichigo still exceeds Yusuke with even the most conservative interpretations. I don't know enough about Yu Yu to say that the realms in Bleach are probably larger. I just kind of have to take their word for that one. I'm sure Yu Yu fans will let me know in the comments.
Which has at least 29 pocket dimensions inside it.
Each containing at least a planet and star, much larger than Yusuke's planet-sized worlds.
Non-artificial
Ichigo
light,
matched Yuhabak
okay.
and True Shikai,
That makes a lot more
with
sense than what they were
thousands
saying
of
earlier.
From Half Hollow and True Bankai.
As always with Death Battle, there's arguments either way. But the way we see it, even being generous with Yusuke's power and conservative with Ichigo's, the gap was just too big, giving Ichigo the final edge. Sorry
Yeah.
if things got messy, but that's just how Ichigo's.
The
So I want to see the comments.
winner is
I love Arab drip Ichigo. But so okay. I'll kill you even if it kills me. 201, so didn't I think of that? Shot Ichigo in the balls. I don't know. I would have thought that we haven't had a sprite animation since Ghost Rider versus Spawn. Is that true? Have they all been 3D since then? I would have expected the comments to say something about the Ichigo Naruto fight. I'm sure if I were to keep scrolling, I'd find something like that. I want a rematch. I want a rematch. Because now that we're doing Ichigo correctly, I want to take 1000-Year Blood War Ichigo and put him against Hokage Naruto. But you can give him the Truth-Seeking Orbs if you want to, and give him back the ability to fly, to make it more even. because I still think that Ichigo schools Naruto 6 ways to Sunday. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you disagree. Cry about it. All right? I want a rematch, and I want it now. Who's next?
It's Ichigo Kurosaki.
Next time on Death Battle.
Ooh, Metal Sonic. Perfect sell.
Subscribe and join as a member.
This is very funny. First of all, Dragon Ball characters in Death Battle. We know what kind of recipe we're looking for. But, Cell versus Metal Sonic? I can't say that I really understand the philosophy behind that matchup very well. But I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. But that has been Ichigo Kurosaki versus Yusuke Urameshi. Like I said, I don't know so much about one. I know a lot more about the other, so I kind of just have to be okay with that. If you are a UU fan who is disappointed by that outcome, let me know why in the comments. And as a Naruto fan, I can try and console you after what happened to Gaara. Or as a Bleach fan, I can do the same after what happened to Ichigo when he fought Naruto. But that's all I got for you right now. I'll see you later.